So my coworker Dave comes up to me last month and he's like, I bet you $60 you can't find a shoe under $60 that'll keep your feet happy during a 12-hour hospital shift. And I'm thinking, wait, that's oddly specific, Dave. Turns out he just dropped $120 on some premium nursing shoes and was feeling pretty smug about it. So naturally, I took that bet. And that's how I ended up testing the PUMA Men's Pacer 23 street sneaker for 8 solid weeks. Spoiler alert, Dave owes me $60. But here's the thing, what I discovered about these shoes during my testing period was way more interesting than just winning a bet. I'm talking about real surprises, some genuine limitations, and one moment where I literally said out loud, okay, PUMA actually nailed this. So if you're looking for an honest breakdown of whether a $60 shoe can compete with the big boys when it comes to all-day comfort, stick around because this got interesting fast. Let me start with what PUMA promises versus what actually showed up at my door. They're making some pretty bold claims about this SoftFoam Plus technology, enhanced breathability, superior cushioning, all the usual marketing speak. But here's what caught my attention right out of the box. The weight. These things are only 11.2 ounces, which honestly surprised me. I was expecting something heavier for a shoe that's supposedly built for all-day comfort. The design immediately reminded me of those futuristic concept cars you see at auto shows. PUMA calls it techno-symbiosis, which sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, but I get it. There are these dynamic lines running through the sole that genuinely make it look like the shoe is moving even when it's sitting still. At first, I thought this was just style over substance, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, about that fit, I ordered my usual 10.5, and here's where things got interesting. The booty construction creates this sock-like feel that's completely different from traditional sneakers. When I first slipped them on, my immediate thought was, this feels different. Not bad different, just different. It's like your foot gets wrapped instead of just placed in a shoe. The SoftFoam Plus sock liner, okay, I was skeptical about this. We've all heard companies throw around fancy names for basic foam, right? But stepping into these for the first time genuinely felt like my foot was getting a gentle hug. And I'm not usually the guy who gets poetic about shoe cushioning, but this was noticeable immediately. So here comes the real test. Day one of that bet with Dave. I show up to work wearing these $60 PUMA sneakers, and Dave's smirking because he thinks there's no way they'll last a full shift. I work in a hospital, so we're talking 10 to 12 hours on my feet, walking on everything from carpet to those super slippery polished floors that seem designed to make you fall. 2 hours in, my feet still felt good. 4 hours, still comfortable. By hour 6, I'm starting to think, okay, maybe these aren't going to be the disaster Dave predicted. But the real moment of truth came around hour 8. Usually by this point, my feet are screaming, and I'm counting down the minutes until I can get home and kick off my shoes. But with the Pacer 23s, I actually forgot I was wearing new shoes. And that's when it hit me. This SoftFoam Plus technology isn't just marketing fluff. The cushioning was maintaining its support throughout the entire day. I never got that bottoming out feeling you get with cheaper foam systems, where it feels like you're walking on cardboard after a few hours. Now, let me be completely honest here, because this is where things get nuanced. The breathability. PUMA talks about enhanced breathability through the textile upper, and technically they're not wrong. It's definitely more breathable than solid leather. But if you're expecting Nike Fly Kit levels of ventilation, pump the brakes. During summer testing, my feet stayed comfortable but not exceptionally cool. It's adequate, not exceptional. Here's what really impressed me though, the versatility. I've been wearing these everywhere for 8 weeks now. Grocery runs, dinner dates, casual social events, even light gym sessions. The Black Shadow Gray colorway works with basically everything. Jeans, chinos, even shorts for casual weekend stuff. And that tech-inspired design keeps them from looking too sporty when you're trying to dress up just slightly. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, the durability, because this is where I had to do some real research beyond my own experience. After 8 weeks of regular use, they're holding up well for my lifestyle. The upper shows minimal wear, the outsole has expected scuffing, but no structural issues. However, and this is important, I found some concerning feedback from other users. One customer reported significant wear after just 2 weeks of school use by a 13-year-old. Another mentioned the cushioning compressing significantly after 6 months of warehouse work. So here's the reality check. These are built for adult casual wear, not high-impact activities or intensive use. For my use case, daily casual wear with occasional light activity, I'd estimate 12 to 18 months of life, which is reasonable at this price point. The grip has been solid across different surfaces. I tested them on wet sidewalks, polished hospital floors, carpet, concrete, never experienced any slipping, even during quick direction changes. The synthetic rubber outsole provides reliable traction, which honestly exceeded my expectations for a lifestyle sneaker. Now, about that bet with Dave, by the end of my first week, he was already conceding defeat. But what really got his attention was when I told him about the price. He dropped $120 on his nursing shoes, and here I was getting similar all-day comfort for literally half the price. Don't get me wrong, his shoes are probably built for longer-term durability and medical settings, but for pure comfort per dollar, the Pacer 23 was crushing it. Let me break down Puma's marketing claims against reality, because this matters. Superior cushioning and optimal comfort. This is actually accurate. The cushioning genuinely impressed me, especially at this price point. Enhanced breathability. Needs context. It's better than non-mesh options, but not exceptional. Firm yet flexible construction. Spot on. The EVA midsole strikes a nice balance between support and flexibility. Here's my category breakdown after 8 weeks of real-world testing. Design and aesthetics, 8.5 out of 10. They look clean, modern, and work across multiple settings. Comfort quality, solid, 8 out of 10. That SoftFoam Plus technology genuinely delivers all-day comfort. Versatility, another 8 out of 10. Transitions well from casual to semi-dressy occasions. Durability, this is where I have to be honest, 6.5 out of 10. Good for adults and casual use, but those concerning reports for youth and high-impact activities bring the score down. Value for money, though, 8.5 out of 10. Exceptional comfort and style at a $60 price point. So who should actually buy these? Perfect for adults seeking comfortable daily sneakers under $75. Great for office workers who need all-day comfort. Ideal for casual wearers who want Puma quality without premium pricing. If you have normal to slightly narrow feet, these will work well for you. Consider carefully if you have wide feet. You might need to size up half a size. If you need shoes for moderate athletic activities, these will work, but they're not built for that primarily. And if you prioritize maximum breathability, you might want to look elsewhere. Definitely look elsewhere if you need high durability shoes for intensive use, you're shopping for youth or teenage high-impact activities, or you require specialized athletic performance features. After all this testing, here's my bottom line. At $60, the PUMA Pacer 23 delivers on its core promise of all-day comfort for casual lifestyle wear. The SoftFoam Plus technology is genuinely effective, the design is versatile and modern, and the immediate comfort with no break-in period is impressive. Dave ended up buying a pair after wearing mine for a day during his lunch break. He still swears by his premium nursing shoes for work, but for everything else, he's Team Puma now. And honestly, that might be the best endorsement I can give. When someone who spent twice as much on shoes admits that the $60 option might be the smarter choice for most situations, that says something. The Pacer 23 isn't perfect. The durability concerns are real, and the breathability could be better. But for what most people actually need from a daily sneaker, comfort, style, versatility, and reasonable durability at a fair price, PUMA absolutely delivered. Sometimes, the best products aren't the most expensive ones. They're just the ones that do exactly what they promise, without any nonsense. If you're looking for reliable daily sneakers under $75 that can handle long days on your feet, the PUMA Pacer 23 is absolutely worth considering. Just remember to size up if you have wide feet and treat them as lifestyle shoes rather than performance footwear. Do that and you'll probably be as impressed as I was. And Dave definitely was. Got questions about the Pacer 23 or want me to test something specific? Drop it in the comments below. I read and respond to every single one. And if you found this helpful, hitting that like button helps more people find these honest reviews. Until next time, keep those feet comfortable out there.